My name is Nadia Odlum. I'm an artist from Sydney. The project that's behind me is called Roll, and it's basically a giant ball run that we've created for this hill here in Olympic Park. So the Sydney Olympic Parks Authority has been inviting artists to come and to create works for their public spaces. That was in response to some feedback that they got from the community saying that they wanted to have more colour and more life in these spaces. Olympic Park is somewhere that really big events happen, but it's also an area that is becoming increasingly residential, and people wanted to feel like this space was more of a home and more of a community. So that was why they invited me to come and to pitch works that could happen in these spaces. When I first came to this park, to Jacaranda Square, I was immediately attracted to this little hill. I saw some kids who were up on top of the hill and they were rolling down it, and that was what inspired me to make this giant ball run, to harness the gravity that is, present on this hill and use it for play. So there was lots of mechanics and physics that we had to figure out when mapping out the structure. There's different slopes on each side, or we have different, paths that come down. We're always testing the balls as they run down to make sure that they're running smoothly or not slowing down too much at different points. I've collaborated with my brother on doing this project because when we were kids, we used to always make things like Rube Goldberg machines, like chain reactions and marble runs and giant sand castles that we would make into ball runs using golf balls. And that's something that was a big part of our childhood and of play when I was growing up. He also has brought so much to this project because he 3D printed these forking paths so that we could have the balls going down in different directions. And that's also been a fun process to figure out because we've had to balance them out so that they would be even. We're really trying to get like a 50-50 of that the balls will go each direction. So that sometimes involved like shoving sticks underneath them to make them level. He was definitely the best person to work with on this project because our play language has come from the same place because we developed it together when we were growing up. This work fits in with a broader interest in my practice, which is about play, and particularly play in public space. I'm interested in making works that people are able to play with because I think play is a really important way that people meet each other and collaborate. Partly that's because play is something that it's not economically driven. It's it's useless in a way, but therefore it's something that people are doing because they want to. It's based on their desires. The aesthetics of my practice is really inspired from urban environments, from things like street signs and wayfinding devices. Particularly in colour, I always like to use colour that comes from somewhere, so I use like a very stop sign red or the sort of yellow that you'd find on street signs, and the black and white chevron patterning that you'd get on road barriers, and the blue is for the sky. So there's a few different principles of play that we built into the work. One is chance. And so with the forking paths that we have, we tried to make it a 50-50 chance that the balls would go down either way. Another is surprise or suspense. So some of the pipes have holes cut into the top of them, but some don't, because we realized it was actually quite fun when the ball disappears for a while and you're like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh wait, there it is. So that gives that element of surprise or suspense. And another element is competition. So we had balls of different colours so that people could race them down the pipes. While we've been setting up too, there's some curious magpies who keep coming and hopping around in the work, which I just love because they really suit the black and white piping. And I think they're a little perturbed because really this is their hill and they're like, what are you doing? I'm really excited to see people come and participate in the work, to come and to play with it. I hope that it makes some people who maybe they didn't come to the park together, but then they both gravitate towards this work and then they meet through the process of playing with this work.